morning to you Kenyan citizens. Welcome to the current affairs segment, and this is your trusted source for the latest news, and we get to have insightful discussion and impactful stories shaping our nation and beyond. My name is Angela Kabete, and together with Bwana Kimotho hapa studioni, this week where we dive into the latest headlines and give you the stories behind the news and uncover the truth. So stay tuned as we break it down right here, right now. Bwana Kimotho, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Uko salama?
Kabisa.
Jana nilikuuliza kama bado unasikia kuhama Kenya, huku nijibu kabisa. Leo unajua tulisema Kenya is a 24/7 country. The things that have happened, what do you feel about our country?
Unajua sasa leo ni Friday. So kama tumemanage wiki mzima, bado tuko na hiyo energy ya kukaa.
Tuko na energy ya kukaa Kenya.
Yes. So bado tunakaa huku.
Salimia watazamaji.
Tunataka kuwasalimia na kuwakaribisha kwenye show. Let us engage, let us see now what has been happening. Let us be informed and let us understand the things that are going on in our nation. Karibuni sana.
Yeah, we get to know what is happening because we usually say a lot happens in our country, by the way.
Kabisa.
And apart from happening, unapata it's drama. I don't know most of the things that happen in our country. Either it's equally drama, especially when it comes to politics.
You see, in our nation, the drama, especially after election, that is where now the drama inaanza. Tunafikiria tumemaliza, kumbe tunaanza ingine. So unakuta kuna vituko, kuna mambo yale mengine. But we are here. We are here to tell you
and to encourage citizens.
Exactly.
Despite of everything that happens, it is our responsibility to make sure that they encourage, you know.
Na pia kutiana moyo.
Yeah, and motivated. We need that motivation.
Tunatiana moyo sisi wote.
Definitely. Yes. And now, let's wait to party. That is the verse of the day.
Yes.
An encouragement, you know, to keep them moving with the day.
Yes.
And unajua kesho ni weekend, then we get to have Sunday.
Yes.
Let's encourage them. That is the verse comes, that is from Psalm 16:8, and I read, it says that I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With him at my right hand, I'll not be shaken.
Yeah.
Wow, I keep my eyes on the Lord. You know, challenges is kikuja Bwana Kimotho. Where do you run to? You know, do you run to your friends, to your family? Who is the first person that clicks into your mind when you have problems?
Yeah.
When you're facing the struggles? Ni nani wewe unafikiria? Vitu zikikuwa expensive.
Yeah, wakati kuna high taxes.
Unafikiria
wakati
nani?
kuna shida ya SHA.
You think of the president.
Wakati kuna shida fulani. Hata president bado ni mwanadamu. Yeah, we should all focus our eyes unto God.
Yeah, because you know God brings provision despite of the high taxes.
Nini kabisa.
Ni Mungu utupatia kila kitu.
Ni yeye utupatia haya yote ambayo yanaendelea, ni yeye anajua. And kulingana na vile the word imesema, you will not be shaken.
Yeah, will not be shaken.
Yes.
You know, na bado inasema that with him at my right hand, I'll not be shaken.
Yes.
Hatutatingizwa, hata taxes zifike milioni ama billions tufike. Unaweza tulisema millions za Kenyan sasa. Billions ndio za government. Hata zifike billions, I believe God brings he brings inaitwa provision.
Yes.
You know, to those who trust in the Lord.
Yeah.
So if you don't trust in the Lord, Mungu atakusaidia aje. And sometimes si eti Mungu atusaidii. We as individuals, we don't involve God in the things that you're going through.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to involve God in everything. Hata kama ni shida za school fees, hata kama ni chakula, everything. Make sure that even in times of joy, we need to involve
at
God.
all times.
Yeah.
And especially this word, ni maneno ambayo yaliandikwa na Daudi. Na he was a king.
And he was a king.
Yeah, he was a king.
And apart from that, he was a man after God's heart.
So you can see in a very good example from a king ambaye alikuwa closer na Mungu, ambaye anatupatia the word of encouragement. So inamaanisha even the city ilikuwa at peace. And ilikuwa ina mambo yalikuwa sawa. So the same thing we should do. We should see our leaders forefront.
So that the city will be at peace.
Yes, we should see our leaders at forefront to encourage us.
I'm trying to imagine God saying that, you know, our president is a man after my own heart.
you can see those ones.
Yeah.
So unaona just sasa kiongozi wa nchi akiwa sawa mambo yote yanakuwa sawa.
Yeah, that's true.
So you know, this word should also go now even to our leaders, to each and every person, so that let us not rely on anybody, even the government, not in our education, not in our anything, or in our experience of anything. Let us rely on God.
Yeah, because everything comes from all the riches,
everything.
Kila kitu ni wa Mungu.
Kila kitu hadi sisi.
Hadi sisi ni wa Mungu.
Yes.
Yeah, so definitely wewe mwanadamu mwenye unakimbilia pale nje, that human being was created by God. So make sure that every time you're going through challenges, when you feel nothing is working out, you know, let your eyes set your eyes unto the Lord. And today, being on a Friday, I told you always have this amazing segment that is the current affairs. And now ni masaa ya kujua what has been happening, because in our country is politics never sleep. You know, development happens each and every day, and now it is our responsibility na Bwana Kimotho in studio to make sure that you stay updated. Bwana Kimotho, I have my daily nation with me.
I have the standard newspaper.
And what are the top stories, Leo?
Today is that saa zingine unaweza fanya sheria tena maybe kuje kidogo. So we that is the principal secretary of ICT, that is Edward Kisiangani, amekuwa in the forefront the whole of this week. In fact hata kuna wakati headline pia ilikuwa imemtangaza, that is headline ilikuwa imeweka pale, enemy of the press. Because now the PS alikuwa ametoa order, all the advertisement za government zienda kwa KBC. Zote.
Why?
Zote ziende kwa KBC. Na pia alikuwa amesema hivyo, then ikafika mahali kuonekana ni kama kuna zile stations ambazo yeye mwenyewe alikuwa amesema ndio zitakuwa zinapatia the advertisement. Na kulingana na gazeti ya vile ilikuwa imesema, ilikuwa inaonekana ni kama kuna media houses ambayo inaonekana haiegemei upande wa government, inaondolewa hiyo that tender.
As the government.
Yes.
But that doesn't sound fair to me, Mr. Kimotho.
So it's very unfair.
It feels like the government wanna try kushusha these stations, you know, and these are the big stations, Mr. Kimotho, we're talking of.
And also there is a policy on that is the press freedom, ambayo pia alienda against, because pia the government is supposed to promote them also. So in terms of advertisement, in terms of any other resources that is needed, because zote pia wana play a very big role kwa giving the Kenyan information. And this issue ilikuwa imepelekwa pale kotini, na tunaona Justice Mugambi said that Kisiangani move perpetuated discriminative exclusion in procurement public services. So the judge declared that is kwa hiyo memo that whatever was done was unconstitutional, and ilikuwa against the procurement law ambazo zilikuwa pale. So that is also now pia the verdict ambayo ilikuwa pale, Kisiangani conferred himself power he did not have. So yeye alijipea mamlaka ambaye hakufaa.
Which is so wrong, because I can see on my Daily Nation, that is page 2, they say ministry put 9 billion KBC revamp on ice. They say the Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy has suspended 9 billion investment from Spanish fund meant to revamp operations and modernize state-owned KBC Broadcasting Corporation. Na bado wanasema that KBC is in a total mess. A planned 9 billion injection from a Spanish fund has been put on hold until redundancies and inefficiencies at the broadcaster are addressed. There is need for restructuring before financial injections are made, said Mr. Kabogo.
Yeah. So you can umeona pia okay, maybe yeah alikuwa anataka maybe hizi fund pia zirudi ndio ziweze kuinua the station, but akumke also kuna constitution and the constitution that is in article 34, it's that is the government is required to promote that is the media houses, and according now to the judge hapa alikuwa anasema that is the PS has no authority to direct independent authorities and accounting officers on the procurement services. The PS move was promoting discriminatory expansion to private medias. So Also the judge alisema monopolizing advertisement was in effect illegally gatekeeping and controlling the media.
That's why on my Daily Nation, that is page 2, they're saying that KBC loses state ads monopoly.
Yeah.
And they're saying that also the judge rules that memos by broadcasting PS Edward Kisingiani is illegal as he has no such powers.
Yeah. So you can see it's something about the PS.
It's like about the mambo ya Kenya. Unajua it feels like Kenyans are doing this. Usi wa kwanza kujipe mamlaka.
na yeye pia aliguza pabaya because now wakati sasa anaenda nao ku undermine now the roles ama the activities ya the other media houses na kuwanyima kitu ambayo pia unajua ni kitu pia ambayo iko kwa constitution na the government is supposed also to promote that is the other private sectors na pia ile njia pia alitumia because this move was supposed maybe now to be even forwarded also to the parliament also to be discussed by the senate so ni movie ya mwenyewe alienda akaamua that is initiate but we thank the courts because now walianza kuiangalia yes yeah tuliweza
because why would the government promote one media station? Why?
Hiyo ni discrimination.
It is because they are threatened. They are threatened.
Because now, it is the mandate of the government to support the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. It is their mandate because you are government. So why now? In fact, you inafata support the other media houses. But ukiangalia hata kwa vile ambavyo inakuwa iko na kila kitu, it doesn't receive that is much support. So the other private media houses ndio zimejaribu kuinuka. So wakati wamejaribu kujiinua na kutimiza yale mambo mengine. And actually, he should also remember that even these media houses, they also pay taxes. So they also need that is another that is a revenue stream. Yeah. So hii ni kitu ambayo anafaa angalia. Naye pia kwa hayo mambo yote ambayo baada ya kufanya mambo yote shoka ikampiga.
Shoka ikamwangukia. And now from that, let's dive into politics. We usually say politics never sleeps.
Yes.
Hizi story hazikuwa jana. I can see on my Daily Nation that is on page 1, they are saying that Raila's big harvest. I believe this is after the handshake.
Broad-based.
Yeah, the broad-based government.
Yeah, broad-based.
No, but really, it is
broad-based.
But si walisalimiana.
Ni broad-based.
Ni broad-based.
Yeah,
but
broad-based.
In Kiswahili, I want you to interpret a broad-based government in Swahili.
Tusikia maoni pia watazamaji.
You and I really want to know from you Kenyan citizens out there. Ukisikia the president he's saying that broad-based government, what clicks into your mind? Is it nusumkate ama is it development, right Mr. Kimotho?
Unajua the other leaders wanaulizwa wanasema sisi tulisema hakuna handshake but tuko na broad-based.
Kuna broad-based.
So you wonder sasa who are they trying to fool? And we can na sisi wenyewe tunaweza kuona pale.
Well, talk to us on 0799 100 and still on social media platforms, that is on Facebook and YouTube at Mizpah TV Kenya. When we hear broad-based government, what clicks into your mind? Is it developments, ama ni handshake na nusu mkate? Talk to us. And they're saying that former Prime Minister, that is Raila Odinga's handshake, amesema ni handshake. Okay. The Daily Nation believes in handshake. With President William Ruto is paying dividends with the latest changes landing the ODM Chief 14 Principal Secretary's post as the duo's broad-based government continues to take shape. But the reshuffle will come at a huge cost to already overburdened Kenyan taxpayers, given that no signal officials has been sacked to pave the way for the new entrants. The story is on page 4 and 5. Let's check.
Also in a standard, that is page 4. Pia inasema Raila allies gain ground in new PS reshuffle. And sasa ndio maana tulisema ule PS ambao alikuwa ametoa hizi order kwanza shoka ilimpata. So the PS Kisiangani
akiwa mmoja wao
yeye alitolewa kwa nao kama PS wa that is wa ICT akapelekwa to another department. So
but why mbona mumtoe mpeleke another department? Won't he commit the same mistake ama still make the same decision?
We don't know, but maybe now due now to the reference and what has happened, maybe akienda kuleta improve.
Uko sure, Mr. Kimotho?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the right decision, because Kenyans, I'm asking out there, out of, you know, being sincere, Mr. Kimotho.
Yeah.
Mtu amekosea, you know, the decision that have been made is not, it is not right, you know, it is affecting other people and other media stations. Is it fair mtu huyu mtu hapa mpeleke to another office?
And where he is, he has been reappointed as a member of President William Ruto's Council of Economic Advisors.
Oh my, we're talking about being an advisor, Mr. Kimotho.
Yes.
Advisor.
Yes.
Wouldn't he advise the president to make the same mistake that he did?
So
on the ICT, in the ICT.
So just an economic advisor.
So mtu wa ICT ameenda kwa economic advisor.
He's a professional. He's a professor. And nilikuwa naona amesomea mambo ya economics and mambo mengine. Maybe akipelekwa kwa ile place ambayo maybe he's an expert in, maybe ataweza kuimplement vizuri. Yes.
And tulikuwa tuangalie that is the former Prime Minister Big Fish, and they're saying that is on page 4 of my Daily Nation. It's that the President William Ruto has nominated that his 14 principal secretaries, reassigned 6 and demoted others in the latest shake-up of his administration.
Yeah.
So why demote them, Sai?
It's politics.
It's politics.
It's politics.
So should Kenyans expect this always? Because it is politics. You demote, you bring people, you know. And this happens immediately after the broad-based government has been introduced. Can you say this is coincidence?
Actually, hakuna government imeifanya reshuffle.
Kama hii. Reshuffle, demoting.
Reshuffle zimefanyika sana, especially in their first term. 14 persons appointed PS, including that is the former Nyeri Deputy Governor, that is Karo Karugu, who was nominated as PS for East African Affairs, replacing Abdi. That is Karugu was part of the team. Yeye alikuwa kwa ile team ya Raila, especially wakati alikuwa anabidi ile the AAU. And also she also served as the deputy chief agent that is a 2022 general election. Members of ODM inner circle too, that is kuna wengine pia wamepata. That is pia tuko na the party organizing secretary, that is Ahmed, who is a former member of parliament for Jail, was nominated to be State Department for National Government Coordination in the Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi's office. Former nominated Senator Judith Pareno was nominated to the Justice, Human Rights and Constitutional Affairs State Department. Mwesikia hiyo department, Human Rights and Constitutional Affairs State Department. So we need to see that this PS should come out clearly to help the government wakati that is wanaenda against the human rights issues, especially mambo ya abductions, especially mambo ya police brutality na mambo yale mengine. Tunafaa tuone akikame out that is clearly. Pia tunaona in Attorney General Dorcas Oduol Docket Pareno pia that is watakuwa kisaidiana pale. So tumekuwa tukiona pia kuna wale wengine kama pia Susan Kumincha. Hiyo jina yeye alikuwa CS wa health. Yeye alikuwa pale. Pia tumeona pia akilanda a job pale, na pia that is Steven Saboke pia amepata job. Ouma Olunga wote wamepata kazi. So it shows you clearly that already the position that is the broad-based government wameshaanza nao kufanya rewards. Na the rewards ambao wameanza ni ku-change na kufanya reshuffles ya the cabinet, that is ya the PS. So maybe hiyo shoka ingine bado maybe tunatarajia maybe kuona bado maybe ita end up hadi kwa the CS. So we are hoping that hawa ambao wamepatia hii kazi, we are going to see the improvement. Because
and Mr. Kimotho, still you can see how they're saying that some of the PS dropped were given other jobs. Unajua mimi nasema kitu, I'm asking myself, but is it that these are when you walikuwa they were not performing effectively, that's why you dropped them, mkawapeleka kwingine and you brought other people?
That could be one of the many reasons ya kufanya reshuffle. Kwa saa zingine inakuwa kuimprove, saa zingine inakuwa ni kwa sababu ya defect ya wengine wana underperform, saa zingine inaweza kuwa ni other issues kama hizi now the political factors ambazo ziko hapa. So kuna mambo kama hayo ambayo yako pale. Yes. Na kama mtu amekeuka the chapter 6 of the constitution, pia kuna kuwa na hiyo mambo ambayo inakuwa pale. Yes.
And critics says it signals the return of that is bloated government and a ballooning wage bill to be shouldered by already burdened taxpayers.
Yeah. Na ukumbuke pale nini gazeti imesema vizuri, kuna mtu mwenye ameachishwa kazi.
Yeah.
Ni sasa reshuffle na wengine wapelekwa kwa other.
Na wengine wameletwa ni wa ODM.
Yeah, wameletwa ni wa ODM.
Okay, I don't want to say it is coincidence. Probably it is, because the head of public service says that the changes seeks to accelerate that is the bottom-up economic agenda. How?
I don't know.
Most of you myself the same thing. I think wakipenda mambo kama hii wanafaa waambie watu that this and this is going to help in this and that and that and that. Yani wanapeana reasons apart from doing the reshuffling. Why?
Unajua vitu kama hizi hakuna mtu ni hao wenyewe walikufanya consultation wakatupatia the decision ambao wameweka. So maybe the only thing now upon us is to see kama kutakuwa na improvement of the areas ambao wamepatiwa, because there are some of the decisions ambazo pia hata sisi wenyewe hatuna chance ama that voice ya kuchange. Yeah, so just watch them and we wish that what improve.
Kenyans kazi yao ni kuwatch.
Yeah. Watch na pia wa utilize ile time ambayo tumewapatia vizuri.
Yeah, what do you have there?
So the other thing is that anaona kwa gazeti la page 7 sijui kama watu wanakumbuka kufile returns. KRA naona hapa wametangaza that is kuna ile tax amnesty that is that ukifile your that is your returns before 30th June that is this year, kuna ile amnesty period. Kama kuna maybe penalty ilikuwa pale, you're supposed to visit the office uende uangalie. Always make sure that umefile return, hata kama yuko kazini au yuko kazi, just file nil that is a return. Ndio government ikai kujua hakuna that is maybe hujakuwa na hiyo kazi ama hakuna kazi yote ambayo umetransact na government. Also at the same time, kama wewe uko kwa online, that is uko kwa digital.
The Citizen platform. Are we talking about the Citizen?
Kuna nini ya KRA.
Oh, they iTax. Have, yeah,
kuna pale iTax. Ukienda pale utaweza kulogin, utaweza kuiunderstand. So everybody, kama hujafile your returns, make sure umefile, because tena the other challenge tunakuwa watu huwa wanakimbilia sana wakati wa mwisho. Ndio unaona watu wanaanza kukimbia pale June kukimbizana, then watu wanaanza kusema government tupatie time. So time size ndio umepatiwa, because unakuta system ina hang. Watu wengine inabidi sasa wanashindwa kufile their own returns. So make sure you do that, visit the offices. Also you can also log in to the iTax na itakupatia the procedures zinazotakikana pale. That is vitu zingine hata sisi wenyewe it is on also responsibility to do the same. Yeah.
And now on other stories, Mr. Kimotho, kuna mtu tumekuwa tukimuulizia alienda wapi? Tumekuwa tukimuulizia alienda wapi. Remember that person tukiuliza last week, that is Ali Joho.
Yes.
Sasa tumemuulizia na amepatikana.
Amepatikana. Fadhali yeye amepatikana, kuna mwingine bado.
Lakini in the way amekuja with Kimotho, it is not that good, because they're saying loan roll, bank seeks penalty, that is penalty against Joho. And let me read what they're saying here. Okay. A bank has filed a request for a judgment against mining cabinet secretary, that is Hassan Ali Joho, seeking to recover loan arrears, that is 54.5 million as of August last year. And they're saying that it argues that the loan advanced to Mr. Joho, because the loan was advanced, was intended to finance the purchase of the apartment that at your apartment eco Tamarind Village to be secured by the same property. So this doesn't sound good. So
inamaanisha alikuwa amehepea ka loan.
Yes.
Na I don't know, see he has all the mechanism to deal with it.
He's not, let's say he's not corrupt.
Because wakati walikuwa nafanyiwa vetting tuliona akisema he's worth I don't know 2 point something billion. So he should have anafaa kuwekwa that capability ya kusolve. So umesema ni 50,
that is 54.5 million is saving. It doesn't matter millions za Kenyans.
Hiyo kwake ni kama ukue na deni ya dhao.
Deni ya dhao unapotelea.
then unaitisha 50. So unaona at least hata afadhali yani uko na hiyo capability ya kulipa. So yeye anafaa that is a small amount. Then that is their own issues kwa sababu yes ni mambo yake kibinafsi na banki. Yes.
Na I don't know mbona waliweka kwa gazeti. Probably it was necessary ama because he is a leader, you know. Na siyeko kazi. And
also at the same time the reason ukiona ikiweko hapo maybe anaweza kuwa maybe amekuwa kidefy amekuwa kifanya.
Yeah, because alikuwa someone daende hakuenda.
Yes.
Yeah.
Na unajua hii inaweza mzuia siku nyingine akitaka kazi. Because itaweko kama reference.
Because they're saying that the court was informed that this was despite the CS having been served with summons to enter the appearance and case documents.
Yeah. So you can also subpoena and defy the court orders.
And you're saying that a request for the judgment is usually made after a sued party fails to enter appearance or file a defense, and if allowed, judgment is entered against the defendant.
So
that's why imeko. We don't blame them.
Yeah, ndio maana imeko pale. But tumekuwa tukiona leaders pia wakidefy the court orders. So we don't know he is above the law. But wanafaa watimize kila mtu na pia tukue mfano mwema. Yes.
All right, what do you have there?
So on the other issue that the citizens of Nakuru wamekuwa so much concerned na the whereabout of their governor. So tuliona hapa kuna that is some of the youth wakiongozwa na Evans Kimori ambaye alikuwa na address the press jana pamoja na watu wale wengine walikuwa walitafuta 2000 that is signatures from that is the people from Nakuru County na walikuwa wamepeleka their issue pale kwa the national that is kwa the county assembly wakitaka hii motion idiscussiwe the MCAs waweze kuelezea wakazi wa Nakuru governor wao yuko wapi.
Ako wapi?
And actually that is the governor came out on January 17, 2025. That is she wrote a letter through that is the county secretary to explain. So yeye mwenyewe alielezea mahali alikuwa na akasema ako maternity leave. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually wanted to say that.
So yeye mwenyewe alielezea. But however, a section of her constituency want to hear none of that. Insisting that her absence must be explained in detail. And they have moved to the county assembly to ask members to interrogate the absence. So in their petition filed yesterday in the assembly walikuwa na more than that is kulikuwa na hizo signatures ambazo walikuwa wamechukua pale. So that is what now they want. Hiyo ndio kitu ambao walikuwa wameenda kufanya pale. So that is the absence of our governor imekuwa felt so much na ijaanza saizi because pia kulikuwa na the same issue that is on 2024 pale around November pia ilikuwa circulate around the social media watu walitaka kujua governor wao ako wapi.
Yes. Kenyans, I think I don't know, wanataka kuona kazi ikifanywa. Mr. Kimotho, wanataka kuona kazi ikifanywa. That is the reason why.
So unajua sasa kuonekana inamaanisha anafaa aonekane kwa njia mingi. That is inaweza kuwa physical na pia at the same time.
And you say the young people, right?
Yes.
And you know that involves that is creation of jobs.
Exactly. Kuna mambo kama yale pengine at the same time pia inaweza kuwa represented in terms of development. Pia also inamaanisha pia wale that is the CC, the CEOs na wale wengine pia maybe they are not doing their much role ya that is kufanya sensitization kwa watu because hiyo gap haifai kufiliwa sana. Then at the same time that is how ambao walikuwa wameenda pale because the governor alitoa the letter na aka explain mahali alikuwa. So they should just wait. Let us just wait for her to come back.
Yeah.
Because in that situation,
we give her time.
Yeah,
when you wanna say, let me support you.
In that situation, there is nothing much we can do.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
the other officers, the county officers, wale wengine wanafaa hawafai wananchi wa fill that gap. They should at least try to fill that gap in development, in being there with the people, so that governor akikuja yaendelee na kazi yake ambayo ilikuwa pale.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now kuna mtu pia Mr. Kimotho huwa akosi kwa that is my daily nation and also on your standard. Yeah, that is Sha. If Sha was a person, by the way. I can see on my page, that is page 10. They're saying that Sha paying for salarized employees. And they're saying that, I think they have a story here of Mr. Regan Omondi, an employee at a consultant firm, is pained by the growing statutory deductions, among them, that is the Sha, that have slashed his monthly income. And an analysis was made that is Feb 2025. Payslip reveals that he earned a gross salary of that is to 50,600, Mr. Kimotho, but only took home that is 63,104 after he had the numerous deductions. In his total paycheck, so it was seen that 187.495 deducted zilienda kwa included that is 6,875 zilienda kwa Sha. Alafu you know NSSF sahi watu wanakatwa 6% iliongezeka. Alikatwa that is 6,000 sorry, that is 4,320 for NSSF. Then akakatwa that is 3,750 for the housing levy. Now the pay alibaki na that is and now that is 60,582 in the pay tax.
So unaona kuna hizo so much deduction that is nimeona sio Sha peke yake.
Yes.
Nilikuwa nimefikiria ni ya Sha peke yake, ningeshangaa sana hiyo pesa yote, it's a lot of money. But that is the pain ambao watu wengi ambao wanaifeel. Especially unajua hizi deductions inafanyia automatic from that is your payslip. So it's something ambayo imekuwa so much in pain to so many people. Sababu kumekuwa na too much deductions ambazo zimekuwa pale, and then you can imagine the pain that is for example kama hiyo ya Sha unakuwa deducted that amount 6,000 every month. So it's a lot of money. Then ukienda pale unarudi unaambia your employer hajaremit your money to us, so we cannot treat you unless uko na cash.
And you know, there's actually they say that this is frustrating. Every month my payslip shrinks, yet I see no real benefits. If deductions were shared equally across all the workers, both formal and informal, the weight on us will be reduced. That is what Mr. Omondi said. And still on your party, Sha, the government had envisioned that is Sha as a game changer in achieving universal health coverage, ensuring that every Kenyan could access affordable healthcare services. However, the uneven distribution of financial burden has cast doubt on its sustainability and fairness.
So that one, you know, wanafaa waangalie vizuri sana. But it's very painful, by the way.
Yes, true.
Yeah, it's very painful wakati kuna deductions, wakati kuna everything. Na yetu ukiangalia pale unasikia nalipo 200 and
that is 250,000.
Then Kenya anapeleka nyumbani is around 66,000. So hizo deductions zinakuwa ziko mingi sana, plus maybe loans zake zenye ako nazo pale and so forth. But what we are saying is that the services should be improved.
Yeah, that's true.
You can imagine such a person, umemtolea pesa yote, and then you are not giving back.
And he's complaining that he's not seeing the real benefits of it.
So that is a challenge that has.
And when you talk about the real benefits, I believe ni Sha imewekwa hapo in quotes, Mr. Kimotho. Because you know, ukienda the quality of services zilipungua. You can't compare the quality of services in Chief na Sha.
Yeah.
They are different. And from the reviews, from what we have heard Kenyans saying, totally different. So the government itself should check that, so that Kenyans, they feel pesa yao inatumika vizuri.
And it's something ambao wanafaa waweze kuiangalia. And kwa sababu it's very not only to him, to so many other people ambao wana complain. Yes.
That's true. Another stories, what do you have?
So we have so many other stories that have been here. But hii weekend Nakuru sasa iko na that is safari rally ziko area. Na tumeona sasa watu wameflock kule, tuliona imekuwa launched na the president jana. Na so hiyo ndio activity ambayo iko huku. And I remember pia the police walikuwa wametoa advisory opinion na wakasema this weekend kutakuwa na jam sana. So watu wanafaa maybe prepare yourself, that is ukipatana na jam kama kuna alternative roads ambazo ziko pale, unafaa maybe ujipange. But that is the sport ambayo inaendelea this weekend. Na it is also been that is pia internationally inakuwa recognized. So it's something that is very good. Pia inasaidia our nation that is to do the issue of tourism. Pia inatusaidia to market our nation, wale wageni wanajua tuko na haya mambo ambayo yako pale. And so many other things ambazo ziko pale. So that is what is happening in the issue now of sports this weekend.
Watu wajipange.
Yes.
Watu wajipange, prepare themselves.
Watu wajipange vizuri.
Yeah, on other stories, that is page 16, that is the national news.
Okay.
You can see a parliament MPs raised concerns that units that had been set up had not been, they are not operating. And they're saying that 2.5 billion is needed to jumpstart the new administrative units, that is the PS. The principal secretary says that lack of formal policy, budgetary constraints were the main obstacles. So wanasema that the full operation of that is 1,104 administrative units created by the government will cost taxpayers, that is 2.5 billion. 2.5 billion. Interior Principal Secretary Raymond Ombolo, that is what he said.
Okay.
Hizi pesa ni mingi Mr. Kimotho?
Ni mingi, lakini ukisikia kizikote anajua definitely zitapatikana. But at the same time there are issue now to deal with the security issues. So hii ni mambo ambayo pia inafaa iangaliwe because security is also a factor. And remember the other time tumeongelelea mambo ya funding wakati kulikuwa ile the Haiti issue. Na tukasema that is kama funding haifanyi kazi pale, our officers should come back. Ile pesa ambayo wanalokitiwa ya kwenda kusaidia kule nje ikuje isaidie, that is some of our own areas ambazo ziko hapa. Because there is no way utakimbia kupeana usaidizi kule nje and yet kwenyu bado unaona kuna some of this effect ambazo ziko hapa. So and that's why pia tulisema mambo ya timing. So ukisikia yeye akiongelea haya mambo anataka ikuwe factored pale na pia wakumbuke kwa budget. Yes.
And now let's talk about education itself. Let's dive into education, Mr. Kimotho. There's something interesting here. The first question, America, which money? Which money? And they say school heads say they haven't received any capitation. And they're saying that secondary school principals have refuted claims by the government that the full capitation funds for the term 1 have been disbursed, stating that schools are still owed, that is 7 billion. That's why they're saying which money.
Oh, which money?
Yeah.
And it's very unfortunate that up to now the schools hawaja receive your pesa.
The capitation.
Inamaanisha walimu wana strain, the burden bado itarudi pale kwa mzazi. Inamaanisha that the equipment, the items that are needed now to be used, inamaanisha hazikuweza kufika pale.
I hope this will not affect the CBC.
We hope so, but already kuna ile effect ambayo imekuwa pale because unajua sasa capitation kama haifiki na and especially unajua CBC iko na vitu mingi ambazo zinatakikana pale and especially kama saizi ukiangalia some of the schools bado hawajamalizia the lab ambazo zinatakikana. Because
I can see the scene that the association had urged the Ministry of Education to prioritize addressing the financial gap to ensure smooth functioning of schools and well-being of thousands of learners across the country.
So and also at the same time pia tuliona kuna changes kwa PS kwa education. So yule that is a billion Kipsang mwenye alikuwa pale amepelekwa to another ministry. So we hoping now the new CS mwenye atakuja hapo pia ataweza kufanya nini, because kama Kipsang amekuwa pale even from the former government imekuwa alikuwa pale, so he has really tried. So maybe hiyo reshuffle ambayo imefanyika kuleta mtu mwingine maybe ni ya ku fast track whatever was there. So we are hoping that the money itafikia shule so that the schools can be able now to do their own activities.
And you remember tuliona kwa the highlights of the new budget, education imepunguzwa.
Yeah, walikuwa wamepunguza.
Sijui kama wataongeza.
So we are hoping kwa sababu that is the budget that is suggestions zimeshapelekwa pale kwa the committee. So we are hoping that wataweza kuadjust wairudishe pale, ndio sasa the main budget ikikuja kusomwa sasa itakuwa na the real thing ambayo iko pale.
And that is what we had for you today on the current affairs segment. And I say this is your trusted source of the latest news. You get to have impactful stories and insightful discussions, and still get to give you the story behind the news that you get to hear. This segment has been sponsored by Stark Institute and Driving School. The courses that they offer, that is cosmetology, ICT, driving courses, and hospitality courses. If you're interested, you can visit their website on www.starkinstitute.ac.ke and register online to get a 10% discount. Still, you can read them out via the email that is info@starkinstitute.ac.ke. Mr. Kimotho, maneno ya mwisho ya watazamaji. What do you have for them today?
Kwa shukuru, thank you for being with us the whole of this week. Umekuwa pale mkitutazama, nashukuru sana. So as now we tukiingia weekend, kuwe na fruitful weekend. Mungu aweze kuwabariki, and remember to rely on God in everything.
And just a reminder for them that we're always here.
Yes.
Every morning from 7.
Yeah. Tuko hapa kila siku.
Yeah.
That is from 7. That is 7 to 8.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every
Monday
day
to Friday, ili tuweze kuelezana na tuweze kujua ni yapi ambayo yako hapa.
Yeah, my name is Kabete. I had an amazing time interacting and engaging with you. Till next time, have a fruitful and a productive day ahead. Bye-bye.